So the white square is tracking me, but does that mean it looks like it's tracking me? I'm gonna tap it anyway. I like it when it's green. Long time no see. I ain't did one of these in a while. Please excuse my face. Like, I'm in the process of moving. That's why the back's a mess. It was my mother's birthday today, and I just had one of those days. You know, you have one thing to do that day, and then like another thing gets scheduled on that day, and it's like, okay. Then something else gets scheduled, and then a delivery gets scheduled. I had one of those. But yeah, I digress. I'm going to do an unboxing. I've never done an unboxing, but I figured I would do one today because this is a camera I'm really, really, really excited for. Probably my most informed and smart purchase, you know what I'm saying? I've had experience with, you know, bigger production cameras, smaller mirrorless cameras, in-betweens and stuff, and I feel like this is the first time where I'm like, okay, I've tried all these different camera styles. I think this is something that could actually benefit me for real, for real. Here it is. Got off eBay from this guy named Waxy Dolphin. Waxy Dolphin, shout out to you. If you're on eBay and you're looking for stuff, definitely a dope buyer. I mean, look, he even put a little turquoise tape on it, you know what I'm saying? Going to replace my Blackmagic Pocket 6K G2. Which I'm looking to sell right now. Nothing wrong with the camera. I'll probably do another video explaining the reasons why I picked this up to replace it. A large part of the reason is because like I have an Ursa Broadcast G2, and there's just, I mean, I had some gigs where I used them both and it was nice, but if I wanted to use the Pocket the way I wanted to use it, I would just rather use the Ursa. And sometimes there would be jobs that are small that I would use the Fuji for, and the 6K was just a little too big, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to kind of get rid of that, so that way I have like an in-between where it's like the Fuji is like my travel slash, you know, professional content camera, small production camera, and a large production camera in this. Without further ado, the tape is so nice I don't want to cut it. Guys, I fucking got scammed. He put toilet paper in. I'm kidding. I didn't have a conversation with him, but I did talk to him like briefly, and he was like super nice. He said, many thanks, enjoy. Note, store revolverlabs.com for clutch grip firmware to change wheel assignments. It came with a handle that has wheels on it, so I'm guessing like for aperture or something. I may remap it, but I mean, I'll just try it out. If I need to remap it, I'll do it. If not, I just won't. I'm lazy. The Z-Cam E2S6. How many of you thought it was the Komodo? Be real honest. How many of y'all thought it was the Komodo? Y'all probably thought it was the Komodo. It's okay. I do plan to get a Komodo at some point. I think it's one of those cameras, like I'm a person, I like unique cameras. Cameras like the Fuji, cameras like the Canon C70, cameras like the Komodo, you know what I'm saying? That just have these kind of like unique features that not a lot of cameras have. Particularly the 16-bit RAW and the global shutter is kind of why I at least want a Komodo in my arsenal, you know. Not that I do a lot of like racetracks or sports or anything, but I would like to film something like that with the Komodo. This box is intense. It's way more intense than I assumed it was. There she is. There she is. The Z-Cam E2. Are we gonna focus Fuji or no? You're on face detection, so I'm not gonna come at you too hard, but you know. This is actually my first box style cinema camera. Yeah, my first actual cinema camera is was the Canon C100 Mark II. I still own that camera. My homie Art, I have it out on loan for him right now. He's using it. He's doing some cool stuff with it. So, but even still, like I find it hard to let that camera go because Even though it's 1080p, the image is just so good. I'll do a more in-depth video on this, but you know, a couple reasons. Well, I'll give a couple big reasons why I chose this. I like the fact that Zcam is like more of a platform, right? It's like I've kind of always went for that all-in-one body, kind of like the Canon C100, the Pockets, the Ursas, where it's like it's a lot in one, where it's like ND filters, you know, you can rig them out, but it's like it's not super necessary. This is just kind of like a blank slate, so it's like, you know, I can keep it like this, throw a lens and a battery on it, can put it somewhere. Really excited for the wireless connectivity, because even though Blackmagic does have wireless connectivity with their cameras, like it just doesn't have certain things. Like they don't have the live view. It's like it's a little spotty, you know what I'm saying? Because I think it's over Bluetooth. It's not Wi-Fi. I've only really found it useful for when I'm doing like a multicam where I have the Pocket and the Ursa, and I just want them to start at the same time. That's kind of the most use I got out of it, truly. This is gonna be great for when I'm filming myself in the field, just because I'm gonna be able to see, I'm gonna be able to adjust. Like, I'm gonna use my nice Canon EF glass on here, probably for filming myself, so I can like adjust the focus and things like that. Oh, also, Waxy Dolphin, shout out to you for having this, it's like this little extender thing. Basically what it does is, I saw this in a video before where it's like, it's kind of, I don't know dangerous, but like, it's kind of like inside the battery thing. So I guess there's people who have had problems before with putting the battery inside and like damaging it. And this is supposed to really help with that. So yeah, so I got a nice small rig cage adapter. I have a ton of MPF batteries. I have a few V-mount batteries. I love wooden grips, especially like, well, I not only love wooden grips, but I love functional grips, which is why the wooden grip I have has a run stop. But this one has two customizable wheels and a run stop. This is probably gonna be glued to the camera, not gonna lie. I have the locking EF mount, which is great. A majority of my glass is EF or EF convertible, so there's no problem there. You can put your ND. It's like 400 bucks. You know what I'm saying? Also, the mounts are interchangeable. That is one thing that you can't do on the Komodo. Even though you can get a Komodo Z mount, which is, you can adapt it pretty much anywhere. But I'm a person, I love versatility, and that's one thing that, until recently, a lot of the Blackmagic cameras had a problem with, because it's like, even though I love EF glass, you know, y'all can fight me on this. I think EF glass is some of the best glass out there, is at least EF compatible. So EF glass is great, but the EF mount is what's not great, because I remember I bought a PL to EF adapter, and the adapter was like, it didn't work. Like, it was like, I don't know if there was a change in the protocol. Maybe like the little like locking pin was like bigger on the old PF glass, but like it didn't fit my Blazer Remus PL set. So it was like, you know, it made that, that's kind of like what put the nail in the coffin for me with EF mount cameras. Like I said, I love EF glass. It's the EF mount that's the problem. But that's what I love about this thing. It's like, you know, it has a locking EF. You can switch to E mount. You can switch to Micro Four Thirds, you can switch to PL. There's a speed booster, which it's like, and an M mount. And it's like, I mean, at least for me, there's no other glass that I really want that's any other mount than those. Like, you know, the PL, the EF, the speed booster, and yeah, the Micro Four Thirds and M mount. Like, that's pretty much all the mounts I even really want to try. I mean, like, you know, I know a lot of people like E-mount because the amount of glass, but I mean, leave in the comments if there's like some great E-mount glass that you think I'm just sleeping on, but I haven't really heard or seen any just spectacular, or, well, not, I won't use spectacular, I guess unique, like, because to me it's like, it can't be just good, right? it needs to be unique. There needs to be something about it that's, draws me to it, Anyway, oh god, what is this, 15 minutes? Yeah, I didn't even mean for this video to be long. Like I said, I'll do a longer video as to, the top reasons why I chose this, over other things like the Komodo or the 6K full frame, or, anything in that kind of, $1,500 to $2,000 price range. But yeah, I said that's it for this video. I just wanted to show y'all I was excited about my purchase, and I will see y'all next time.